Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn how to make tables in your website using HTML. Now, if you will see this Wikipedia page of Ogie and cockroaches, you will see here is a table, right? We'll try to make a part of it. So let's say we want to make this much of the table. Now, if we will see this table, we will realize how many rows are in there. So this is the table heading. First row, second row, third and fourth. And there are 3 columns, right? Now we're gonna make it over here in the episodes. So here in the episodes, we will make this table in our HTML page. So how to make a table? We start a table, tag and end the table tag. Inside it, first comes the table heading. That will come inside table row. So end the table row, start the table row and end the table row. So how many rows we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 table rows. So this is the first one, second, third, fourth, 5. So there are 5 table rows. In the first table row, we have the heading of it. So season, segments, episodes. These are the 3 headings. So for table heading, we have TH tag, table heading. Now, inside the table heading, so we have TH tag, that is table heading. Now, we need to write down 3 headings. So I'll take it and put 3 times. Let's save this. Okay. So now inside the first row we have 3 headings. What were those 3 headings? Season, segments, episodes. So the first heading is seasons, segments and episodes. So these 3 are the heading of this table. So season, segments, episode. Let's make a border of 1 so that it's more clear. So you will see this table has heading, season, segments, episodes. This is the first row. So this is inside the TR tag, that is the table row tag. There are 3 headings, so there are 3 TH tags inside the first row. Now inside the second row, this row 17826, this is data of the first row. So we need D, that is TD, table data tag. We need 3, so I'll put it 3 times. First, second, third. I'll save it. Now inside the second row there are 3 data items, so 3 TD tags, so 17826. So 17826. Now inside the second row 27826. So I'll just copy this. Instead of making it again and again, I'll just copy this. And this is my second row. So that is 278 and 26. Third is 33913. So I'll copy the third. Copy this to make the third one. So third is 3 39 13 39 13. So you will see here this row is also there, 3 39 13. Now I'll copy this TR. There are 3 data items in it. Now the fourth row, that is this 47826. So 4 78 and 26. So my table is ready over here. So which tags are used to make it? Table tag to make the table, then TR tag to make the rows, then TH to make the heading, then TD, that is table data, to put the datas inside a row. Right? Now our table is ready over here. Inside the table tag, I have used an attribute that is border and its value is 1. You can also change the border color using border color equals, let's say I want blue. So my border color will change to blue. See here. Also you can change the background color, that is BG color of the table. Let's say I want light blue. So it will change to light blue. Also, if you don't want to change the color, you want to put some image. So let's say you want to put background image. So background should be an image. So I will copy some image. So let's say I want this one. So I will put it source here. So I'll get image here. But it's dark color. Let's take some light color and put the link of the image here. So you can have the background URL also. Okay. Or if you want to have a BG color, you can have BG color too. That is the background color. Let's say I want pink. So you can have pink. Okay. Next is, so we have learned about table border. Using border, you can change the width of the border. Let's say 3. So first attribute is border. So you can see now my border is thick. This blue color border is thick. You can change the border color. You can change the table color using BG color. You can change its width and height also using width equals and height equals, like that. Next is alignment of the border. So if you want to align it in the center, you can align it in the center. If you want it to align to the right, you can use align right and it will get aligned in the right side of the screen. If you want it in the center, you can put it in the center. Okay. So border, border color, background color, width, height, alignment. We have seen all these attributes before also. Now there are two attributes that we have not seen before, is cell padding and cell spacing. Now let's check out these two. So the first one is cell spacing. So cell spacing equals, right now check out the table. Table is looking like this. If I put the cell spacing 30, what will happen? Let's check out. What happened? There is a gap between the cells and the border. That is 30. If I will change it to 50, you will see it will be bigger now. See, the space between the cell and the border is increased. If I will make it 10, you will see the difference. So this is the 10 difference. If I will make it 20, this is the cell spacing of 20. Now, see, this is the spacing. The gap between every cell is cell spacing. Okay, between these two, between the border and the cell, this is the cell spacing. Now the next thing is cell padding. Let's say, what is cell padding? Right now you can see at 20, this is the outcome. At 10, this is the outcome. Now, if you will observe, what is cell padding? Cell padding is inside the cell, how much spacing you are giving, how much margin you are giving inside the cell, not in between the cell. In between is the space and inside is the padding. So, cell padding, let's say I am making 50. So you can see inside the cell the space would be 50. Inside the cell the space is 50. It's not in between. In between is cell spacing. In between is cell spacing. So right now there is no space between the cells. If I will put the space, let's say 20, this is the cell spacing. Now this is the 20 and this is the 50. This is the difference between cell padding and cell spacing. Padding is in between inside the cell and cell spacing is in between the cell. Okay, so let's make it little good. Cell padding, let's say have it of 10 and cell spacing 20 seems good. Or we can decrease it. 10 is more because the numbers are small now. So 5 would also be good. And cell spacing of 10 will look good. Let's check out. Yeah, it's looking good. Next is row span and column span. Suppose you want this heading, list of Oggy and the Cockroaches episode, on the top. So now it is again a row. So inside the table tag, this is a new row. So TR and ending a TR. This is a row and it is in heading. So it will come TH tag. Right? Now in between it, I will write down this. So I'll save it and you can see this is my table. Another row is added and inside that this is the heading. But it's not coming as a heading. This is coming as a cell, right? Now this heading, I wanted to span over these two columns also. So I will use column span. COLSPAN, columns span. How much I wanted to span? Up to 3 columns. So 3. So col span of 3. Now you can see it is spanning over 3 columns. Here, if you want to see row span, this 78 is in 2 rows. So we can make it one cell. So I will change it to this data. I want it to be row span for 2 and I will remove it from this row. And now you can check out 78 would be for both of them like that. So this is spanning over the column and 78 is spanning over the rows. Spanning you can put for table data. So this is for table data or you can put for table heading. Okay. So row span and column span, either you can put it inside the table data or you can put it inside the table heading. Yeah. So let's see what we have done so far. Cell spacing and cell padding, the difference between them. So cell spacing is the space between the two cells. Cell padding is inside the cell, how much gap, how much margin is between the text and the borders. Next is row span and column span. So these are the differences. The first is row span is a cell attribute that allows a single cell to span more than one rows. So it is going over more than one rows and column is going more than one column. In row span you mention about for how many rows you want to span it. Column you will specify for how much column you want to span it. Row span attribute increase the height of a cell because it goes for different rows, and column increases the width of the cell because it goes for different columns. So this is increasing the width and this is increasing the height because it's going for the rows and it's going for the columns. It covers in vertical direction like this and it covers in horizontal direction like this. We can use it in TH or TD tags, headings or the data tag. In spreadsheet, we have merge cell option for these two. This is how we write it: row span, column span. And these two means it will span over the two rows, or it will span over the two columns. So let's check out the whole chapter, what we have learned so far. So we have learned the history of HTML, the basic tag, HTML, head, body, title, how to create it on the notepad, how to open it in browser, which are the different browsers, what is the difference between container and the empty tag. Then we have seen some examples of container tags. We have seen attributes of many tag, background and BG color. What is the difference? In BG color, you specify the color, and background, you specify the image address. Next is text attribute. Then we have seen formatting. In formatting, first is heading, then changing the fonts, changing the font style, making it bold, underline, paragraph tag, empty tag. What is the difference? List, ordered list, unordered list, definition list, nested list. What is the difference between them? Images, image tag changes its width, changing its height. Then we learned about the table, different attributes of table and their values and everything. Difference between the cell spacing, cell padding, row spanning, column spanning, changing the background image, all these things. So just revise this chapter one more time, do it by yourself, and then see the videos also, so that you get clarity of the concepts. So first watch the videos, read the chapters, do it by yourself, then question answers would not be a difficulty for you. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next video.